There is an island in Haiti, located only a few dozen kilometers from Port-au-Prince. Yet, for many Haitians, it can feel like it's in another country. An island that has served as a refuge for people fleeing conquest, slavery, and later social and political hardship. The island is La Gonâve, and its story begins long before Haiti became a country. Look at a map of Haiti. La Gonâve sits in the Gulf of Gonâve, west of Port-au-Prince. It is Haiti's largest satellite island. It stretches about 57 kilometers long and can reach approximately 15 kilometers wide. One of its highest points is Mont Lapierre, rising roughly 776 meters above sea level. But Laguna is simply a beautiful island. It is an island that carries some remarkable chapters of Haitian history. Long before the Spanish arrived in the Caribbean, Taino people were already living throughout the region. Historical sources associate the island's early name with Guanabo or Gonabo. And as the Spanish began destroying Taino communities across Hispaniola, Laguna became one of the places where people sought refuge. Some historical accounts describe indigenous people fleeing toward the island after the destruction of Queen Anacauna's court. But there's an important distinction. That does not mean Anacaona herself died in Lagunav. Her story and Lagunav history intersect, but they are not the same story. And the story didn't end with the Taino people. During the colonial period, Africans who escaped slavery, often called Maroons, sought isolated places where they could live and avoid those pursuing them. Laguna, separated from the mainland by the sea, offered an important advantage. For some people, the ocean wasn't a barrier, it was a wall of protection. And that's when we began to see a theme that would appear again and again in Lagunav's history, an island of refuge. But if you think that's the strangest part of Lagunav's history, you haven't heard the next chapter. Because in the 1920s, during the period of the American occupation of Haiti, there was a woman on the island known as Timmerman. She held significant social and spiritual influence among people in Lagunav. And then a US Marine named Faustin Weggers entered her story. How did an American Marine come to be called Faustin II? How did he become associated with being a king of Lagunav? And why did this extraordinary story become famous in the United States? That's the next chapter of Lagunav history. Don't miss episode 2. Because the history of Lagunav is stranger than many people could imagine. Lagunav, Haiti's history, isn't written only in school books. It's written in our islands, our mountains, our seas, and in the memories of our people.